John Kernan is with Lake Speed.
Well, Lake, you've run into a bunch out there. I know we've seen it on the in-car camera. It was something spectacular crash out there, wasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you, it was. Like, it's one of those things that, like, so many times you see the accident developing in front of you, and you start waiting and watching to see where it's going to open it up and be an opening, because usually there does, you know. And I saw an opening of what I thought was fixing to be an opening, and I was just before stepping on the gas to try to drive through it when I got tagged in the rear. But I tell you, that Phillips 66 Tri-Arctic Pontiac was tough today. We were just sitting there cruising, riding with them, and just waiting for the laps to wind down and be able to really get up there and do something with those guys. But it's a terrible shame, and there's a lot of good cars torn up, but luckily, the majority of people weren't hurt. I understand maybe one driver may have been hurt a little bit, and we just, you know, offer our prayers up for him. Hope it's not anything serious. But all in all, it's a testimony to how well these cars are built when you see that many of them running that fast, getting into the wall and getting into each other and whatever, and not come away from it any worse than we did.
You guys are working on it. Are they going to try and get it back out, or are you just working on it to get it cleaned up to put into the hauler?
Well, really, I don't think we're going to be hurt that bad. I think we should be able to get out, be able to get back out and get some points. It doesn't appear to be any major frame damage, just mostly cosmetics, some of the oil coolers and things of that nature that can be replaced, and we get back out there and get some of those valuable Winston Cup points.
What about your future with the team? Have you and Cale discussed the remainder of the year?
No, we really haven't. It's been kind of a race-to-race deal, and just go out there and run hard as I can every day and let the cards fall where they can, you know, and that's the best I can do, just go out and do the best I can do, period.
Well, I know he told us yesterday he thought you were getting along really well with the crew members.
We really have a real good chemistry here. The guys, we all see eye to eye on things, and that helps, you know, when everybody's pulling in the same direction. They have welcomed me with open arms and really given me some good race cars under me, and look forward, hopefully, to be able to go into Charlotte and see if we can't turn them around up there.
Okay, thank you, Lake. Now let's go to Jerry Punch, who's with Hut Strickland.
Well, Hut Strickland may be one of the more fortunate drivers here. He is Ray Best's Buick, or at least what's left of it beside me, but Hut, it doesn't look like it's hurt that bad.
I don't think it is, Jerry. You know, all the guys are going to work pretty hard and try to get the thing back out there, and you know, it's really a shame that had to happen, but Ray Best's Buick was really running good, and you know, I feel like we'll get the thing going and get us more Winston Cup points, and you know, that's what it's all about.
Now, 2 in a row at Daytona, the same thing. You had a great run in the qualifying race, and you were coming hard in the 500, and then boom, you lost a race car. It's a brand new car, or at least it was a brand new car today. And but they really had this restrictor plate racing figured out there at Bobby Allison Racing.
Well, they really do. You know, they started out in '88 with Bobby running the restrictor plate there, and you know, they hit on it right off. And you know, I feel like the run we had going at Daytona, and even here today, I feel like we had a top 5 car, or maybe even a car that could win. And it's just one of them deals that, you know, unfortunate thing that had to happen, and you know, nothing we can do.
One of the survivors of a major crash here at Talladega, Hut Strickland, will try to climb back in this car. Hut will let you go. They're going to work on the car. The rest of this Bobby Allison, Jimmy Fittig crew have their work cut out for them, but this car will probably race more this afternoon. Bob?
We're still red. Let's take a look at our in-car camera replays once again. This is from Hut's car.
Following behind Lake Speed.
Dale Jarrett. And finally, Lake Speed.
It's the greatest feeling in the world when the noise stops and you still are able to realize what's going on.
You can hear the noise stop.
The helicopter, meanwhile, is about to airlift Kyle Petty from the Speedway to Caraway Medical Center on the north edge of Birmingham. Kyle has sustained a broken leg and will be airlifted to that facility to receive further treatment. And we understand it will be at least 5 more minutes before this race is restarted. There is Kyle's car. The crew gathered around it. You can see the tremendous damage sustained by it in that multi-car crash on the backstretch.
I tell you what, you don't want to see things like that, but as far as television goes, that was unbelievable, wasn't it? All that noise.
Yep.
Man.
Good TV.
Bad racing, good TV.
Yep. The 24 days of Talladega is what we're having here, I think. We're supposed to spend the whole month in Indianapolis and most of the month May in Charlotte, but not in Talladega.
Tell my travel agents to get on the phone. Oh, baby.
I may have to eat that sooner or later. Yes. Yeah, okay. The Winston 500 here at Talladega Superspeedway will be resuming in just a moment. We have been back out onto the racetrack for resumption of this race after 71 laps. Let's go to Jerry Punch.
Well, they are working in the garage area on the Joe Ruttman car, and what they have done is taken a brand new car out of the trailer. You see the brand new car here sitting beside the wrecked car, and they're going to rob parts off the brand new car and put them on what's left of the original Dinner Bell Oldsmobile. And Joe Ruttman, you may be able to get back in this thing.
Well, I think our best bet, Jerry, would be to take the engine and put in that new one. Would be in good shape there, but that's not possible. But you know, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Dinner Bell and the Raymock boys for giving me the opportunity to drive this thing. But it was a lot of fun, and you know, it's excitement in the backstretch, and I'm hoping the fans enjoyed that.
Well, give credit where credit's due. Initially, you had a great run in Daytona. You started way back in the back, and yet in about lap 10, you were already in the top 15, so you were coming in a hurry.
Well, the car was real fast, and I think we could have run with that lead pack of cars, and we'd get caught up with some guys, and they'd make some moves that would not be beneficial to Joe Ruttman, but beneficial to them, and that's what really probably kept us out of that lead 4 or 5 car pack. The car was real fast, and you know, but it's not fast when it's all bent up.
Joe, we'll let you rejoin the crew here and get the car getting back ready in the race. So they're going to restart the race pretty soon, and now that they have released the red flag, they're going to let you work on the car. So the crew will go to work on this Dinner Bell car. Now Butch Mock, Bob Rahilly, and the crew will try to resurrect a race car from what now you just heard Dick Beatty give the command, gentlemen, you can go to work. And now they begin to scamper like something out of a Disney movie. They began to resurrect the race car here in the garage area. Bob?
That's a good point, Bob and Ned, Jerry, that under red flag conditions, they cannot work on the race cars. All those race cars sitting in the garage could not be worked on until the cars went back on the racetrack.
But as soon as that red went down and the yellow went up, then the crew scrambled to their cars to begin work. And I'm sure that we're going to see cars go out onto the racetrack throughout the next few laps, re-entering the competition as they get repaired.
Well, Alan Kowicki made a good point in his interview that he might try to make just 2 or 3 laps to put him ahead of all those other cars that can't get back out there. That could mean 20 or 25 points or something like that, which might mean a great deal of money towards the end of this season.
It sure could. You know, we talked yesterday about how there are going to be stories about this incident yesterday here at Talladega with all the rain. There's the first incident of it, first example of it. We swam Talladega from Joliet, Illinois, because there was about 3 inches of rain that fell here yesterday afternoon, and this is what it looked like about 24 hours ago when all the rain was falling down. Right now, we have mostly clear skies over Talladega Superspeedway. The sun is out, and the drivers are back on the racetrack, set to resume the Winston 500. While they do warm up their engines once again and get set for the restart, we'll take another break. Stand by for more live coverage from Talladega.